Did you know that you can fully 3D print a bike? It's true, but we're not going to be doing that today. What we are going to be doing is checking out some of the best 3D prints for your bike. The not 3D printed one. I've had these Lectric XP4s for a little under 2 weeks and I've almost put 50 miles on them. They're really fun, really amazing bikes, but they are lacking one thing. And that's a cup holder. This is the gyroscopic multi-axis cup holder. It's actually designed for a stroller, but we're going to be using it on our bike instead. Surely that won't cause any problems, right? You have two options when you print this out. You have the small size, which is the one you're seeing right here, and the large size, which is the one you're not seeing right here. This cup holder is mounted to your bike or stroller or pretty much anything that you want using zip ties. Bam, that's it. Now the gyroscopic aspect of this cup holder is really cool. It can compensate for the left and right lean and the forward and backward lean of your bike. It just can't quite handle the up and down motion of the bike. There's nothing you can do to compensate for that. Unfortunately, when you're on a bike, you're going to be hitting a lot of bumps, so that up and down motion is going to be kind of aggressive. Because of that, I just can't recommend that you put a freshly shaken up soda in this thing. If you don't want to carry around a change of pants with you and use this thing, you have two options. Option number 1, put something with a lid in here. Option number 2, don't use a carbonated beverage or just drink it down a little bit so it doesn't spill. Other than that, this thing is great and we now have a cup holder on our bike. Up next, I have a 20-minute print for your bike. That's this bike parking brake. Have you ever thought about what happens if you park your bike on a slope? Let me give you a quick example. You're gonna kick that kickstand out, lean your bike down, and then your bike is just gonna roll away from you. It's no longer gonna be standing in front of you. It might go out into traffic. It could cause a wreck. This could be really bad for you. If only there was a way you could hold the brake on your bike while you let it sit so it doesn't roll away. Oh wait, there is. It's the bike parking brake. That's so convenient. This high quality piece of machinery will fit any handlebars up to 32 millimeters in diameter. These electric handles are super beefy with the really comfortable grips, and this thing has no problem working on it, so I'm sure you won't run into any issues yourself. Now that we have our parking brake activated, let me just simulate what a slight downward grade would do to this thing. What was that? You think it's still gonna roll away? I think you're wrong, but we can do something about that. Just check this out. 2 parking brakes. We got the front brake and the rear brake being held at all times. The best part about this print is when you're done with it, you can just throw it in your pocket and carry on with your day. This next print is specifically for e-bikes. Whether you like them or you not, they exist, so there's 3D prints for them. I really don't know why anybody would not like an e-bike, but I just felt like that made sense to say. I don't know. Anyways, this is the e-bike charger wall mounts, which is really important so you can get all those cables and wires off the ground and into a clean, organized area like your wall, which is probably not being utilized for anything anyways. You might as well utilize it for something. Now, of course, depending on the size of your charger, you might have to scale up or down this print. For me, I had to scale it up quite a bit. Our charger block is now in a position to where it can get mounted on the wall. The LED is going to be super readable right at eye level, and we have a spot to hold the actual charging cord itself when I'm done with it. If I would have scaled it appropriately, it would actually fit right. I printed this out of PETG because it's going to be going in my garage. It gets pretty hot in my garage and I just don't think that PLA is going to hold up to it. Luckily PETG will, no problems at all. Speaking of how hot it gets out there, this is the jacket ventilation for bikers. Surely they're talking about pedal bikers, not like the motorcycle bikers, right? Either way, this is an air conditioning for you when you ride your bike. This 46-minute print sits in the sleeve of your shirt or jacket or whatever you're wearing and gives that airflow a direct path through your sleeve, into your shirt, and to your body to cool you down while you're riding. There's multiple size clips for whatever thickness jacket you're wearing. All that's left to do is test this thing out, so let me put on my only long sleeve, which also happens to have a really tight wrist section, so this is going to be a great test. There is absolutely zero airflow getting through this thing before. Now we're ready to go, and I think we're ready for that practical test. Alright, I'm coming to you live from the scene. This thing works! Air is hitting my armpit. It's kind of weird. The air is actually going all the way through the sleeve, straight to my body, but it works. That's all. Up next we have a crazy piece of machinery. I'm just gonna let you look at it for a while because I don't think you can tell what this is. Oh, you knew it was a bike phone holder? That's probably because you checked the description. You cheated. You knew it was coming up. There's no way you can tell. Now that the cat's out of the bag, this is the bike phone holder, which is pretty self-explanatory. Hold your phone on your bike. And it's printed out of PETG, so it shouldn't melt in that summer heat. And it also attaches to your bike using zip ties. Take your 2 zip ties, run them through the back of this print, around the handlebars of your bike, zip it up, snip the zip ties, you're good to go. Just like that, I am now over my 3 zip tie budget per video. Crazy how quick things escalate. With the super intricate design, you can size this for whatever size phone you have. I have a pretty large phone and it had no problems holding onto this thing really tight. I feel like I do have to say, use this thing at your own risk. You have to remember it's only being held on by zip ties. So if you're okay with zip tying your phone straight to the handlebars of your bike, then go for it. That's pretty much what this is. If you're not okay with that, then I don't know what to tell you. Just check out the next print, okay? It's not a phone holder, but it's another print that you might need. We're about to get a little froggy with the next one. Bear with me, okay? We're gonna be printing with TPU. Can you believe that? The filament that I've been scared of forever? We're doing it today, because this is the bike repair stand, PLA plus TPU. Now I know what you're thinking. Do you really need bike repair stands to work on your bike? Why don't you just flip it over, let it sit on the handlebars, do your work, go about your day without this print? Which, sure, you could do that, but there's a slight problem. Check it out. That is a very unpleasant sight, but it's exactly what happens when you don't use the proper tools to work on your bike. That's a screen right on the concrete right there. Nobody wants to see that. Luckily, with these bike repair stands, we can keep that screen off the ground, scratch-free, away from any harm. Now, I wanted to do a little bit of an experiment, so I didn't print out feet for one of these things to see if it would slide around and cause a problem. Seriously, I swear that's what it was. I totally didn't forget to print out more feet. I wanted to do this test, okay? I did. And I'll be honest with you, there was not any slippage issues at all. So if you don't want to print out the TPU, you don't have to, and there's actually a print profile for just a straight PLA print of this thing if you want to. We're about to get into some uncharted territories right now, okay? I'm about to design something. Let me set the stage for you, okay? This is where I park my electric e-bikes. It's not much, it's in the garage, so it is quite messy, but that's what garages are meant for, right? There's just one slight problem when it comes to getting the bikes up here. Can you tell what it is? Can you see why I want to 3D print something to fix it? Obviously, this is not a big deal, but when we have the tools and the possibility to fix these minor inconveniences, why don't we? Now, this is where I need to say, I am not good at designing things, and you're probably going to notice that. In fact, you're probably going to complain about the way I'm doing this in the comments, and that's completely fine. Next, I'm going to print out that little tiny sliver, which is going to take 5% of the time as the full thing. Go to the garage, measure it out, realize that I need to make some adjustments, make those adjustments, print out the version 2, print out the version 3, then finally, print out the final version. Here we have the bike ramp, which is designed by yours truly. It does slip just a little bit, so I'm going to add these non-slip pads to the bottom of this thing. That's it, we're done. We have a working, solid bike ramp. But I know what you're thinking, and I'm thinking it too. Can you ride up this thing? I'm sure it's going to go fine. I'm a trained professional. I know what I'm doing with these things. But man, I gotta tell you, 5 miles an hour does not feel fast until you are aiming for a 3-inch wide ramp. Then it feels like you are flying. Not to mention I have absolutely zero room to complete a stop and turn. But hey, I did it, and we are up here on the bike without getting off. And finally, we have the carabiner, which I'm going to be using to combine the keys for my bike lock and the keys for my bike. That way they are all in one place, and I can easily just throw these on my belt loop, throw them in my pocket, hang them up on the wall when I'm not using them, and they are always together, always within reach. Easy to recognize because of this bright colored filament. I'm not going to spend much time on this one. It holds your keys. Everybody knows what it does. It looks amazing. It works great. That's all you need to know. That's all I have for you all today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found some good new prints. And I hope you decided that you like my channel and you're going to subscribe, because that would mean the world to me. If you like this video, there really is a good chance you're going to like a lot of my other videos because they're very similar to this one. So go check them out, let me know what you think, and if you like them, hit that like button. If you really like them, subscribe. If you really like them, you can become a channel member like these awesome people. See your name up on screen, see all my past live streams, community only stuff, but you don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is promise me that you are going to have a great rest of your day, and that I'll see you later in a future video.